East of Pretoria are using the AutoPax buses without any disruptions. The City of Tshwane and the taxi operators reached an agreement late last night. The taxi operators agreed to let the AutoPax contract run its course without further interference. PRASA and the City of Tshwane will help the taxi operators to compile a proposal to tender to take over the routes after 3 months. This comes after nearly a week of intimidation and violence in the area. The bus services took over from PUTCO, which cancelled certain routes as they were not profitable. Now, for an update on the situation in Mamelodi, let's now cross live to our reporter on the scene, Molemo Mothoa. Molemo, a very good morning to you, and can you maybe tell us more about that agreement that was reached last night by the City of Tshwane and the taxi operators?
Good morning, Elvis. The situation right now in Mamelodi is quiet. There's been peace and calm since this morning, with buses running without hindrances. And this followed a meeting last night that was held between PRASA, the Tshwane Metro Mayor, and taxi leadership. We managed to speak to the Secretary of the Gauteng National Taxi Association, Mr. Alpheus Mlalazi, who said the meeting last night went well, and the taxi operators have promised to, or rather they have resolved to let the buses run for the next 3 months without them being hindered and without any attacks or violence of any sort. And that is based on he says that's based on the willingness that the government has shown to help them make a proposal that which will see them taking over the routes which were used by PUTCO before.
Now, despite the agreement, are the AutoPax buses still escorted on the routes by the police?
Yes, buses are still being escorted by the police, and most of them actually they are running with police vans either behind them or in front of them. And we spoke to some of the commuters as well earlier on, who have expressed their satisfaction over how the situation has panned out right now. But as it is, there is still a contention about taxis that have been impounded from yesterday. Captain Lungelo Dlamini of the SABC said that it's about now 42 taxis that have been impounded. And one of the proposals made last night at the meeting by taxi operators was that they asked the mayor and also the taxi leadership to go and ask for those taxis that have been impounded to be released without fueling any violence again.
Now, you did mention that the buses are still being escorted, but is Operation Fiala still present in the area?
Yes, Operation Fiala is still on in the area. The other day, the Gauteng Premier David Makhura indicated that they are going to let that operation run until they are satisfied that the situation in Mamelodi, has that until peace and total, calm has been restored in the area, because primarily, they are concerned about the safety and the security of the commuters. So the Operation Fiala will continue to run until the government officials get to a conclusion that the situation now is in order.
What has been the reaction from the commuters after the agreement?
We managed to speak to some of them earlier in the morning before they boarded their buses. They have expressed their satisfaction about the latest situation with taxi operators now allowing the buses to run and also allowing peace and quiet to reign again in the township.
Molemo, thank you so much for that report. That's the latest from Mamelodi, as you heard there from our reporter on the scene, Molemo Mothoa.